Ho from Zantac.
Cyber personnel do not simply support the warfighter, they are warfighters. And I said the same thing to them.
The Secretary of War just said the quiet part out loud. Cyber personnel are not support staff, they're warfighters. Good, the plan to actually treat them that way doesn't finish until 2033. On August 7th, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth posted a 3.5-minute video about CyberCom 2.0, the largest transformation of U.S. Cyber Command, he says, in over 16 years. Note what he actually says. He didn't announce it. He directed it last fall. This is the check-in. Here's the key point. CyberCom 2.0 is not a weapons program. It's a personnel system. Strip out the language about lethality and overwhelming effects, and what's left is a fix for how the military recruits, trains, promotes, and keeps people who are good at cyber. That's his own framing. The core challenge is an outdated talent management system that fails the people doing the work. It comes down to 3 new organizations: a cyber talent management organization to find and keep the people, an advanced cyber training and education center to train them, and a cyber innovation warfare center to build the tools. Reasonable, unglamorous, exactly the kind of thing that never gets a press conference. He is right about the standard.
We must recognize that continuing with legacy processes is a vulnerability, and settling for the status quo, well, that's a direct path to failure.
Hold that thought. Now, the part the video doesn't mention: the Department of War established the revised force generation model on November 6, 2025. The training center reaches initial operating capability in late fiscal 2028 and isn't fully operational until fiscal 2031. The Innovation Center runs past fiscal 2030, service support phases in through fiscal 32 and 33. That's a 7-year answer to a problem that's been urgent since Cyber Command was created in 2009. And the real issue isn't the schedule, it's the authority. The services still own recruiting and basic training under Title 10. The Cybercom commander gets more influence, not control. Retired Rear Admiral Mark Montgomery at FDD put it bluntly: what they're describing is the existing process that has failed us for a decade. Matt Pearl at CSIS adds the other half. Cyber is still the only warfighting domain without its own service, which is why the cyber force fight keeps coming back. Assistant Secretary for Cyber Policy Katie Sutton has been careful here. CyberCom 2.0 and a separate cyber force are 2 different debates, and 2.0 is built to work either way. Meanwhile, General Joshua Rudd, confirmed in March, is running the command through actual wartime operations. So what do you actually watch? Not the money. The money already showed up. In June, the Pentagon announced cyber mastery incentive pay, $103 million in the fiscal 27 request, effective October 1st. What it did not announce is how much anyone gets or who qualifies. Watch for that. Retention gets decided in the eligibility rules, not the headline number. His last line is an order.
So move out with urgency and draw fire.
The implementation schedule says fiscal 2033. Both of those are in the same announcement. I'm V. Ron. Subscribe for Cyber Policy without the press release voice.